Hi, everybody. My name is Christine Marie, and I started this TikTok channel and Instagram and YouTube channels to bring awareness about cancer, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm here to tell you my journey about being a cancer survivor of many cancers. The first cancer I had was thyroid cancer, stage 2. I beat that. I'll tell you all about that journey and what I did and the medicines and how it affects you and how it affects you afterwards, because it's a lifelong journey after you've had thyroid cancer. I also had stage 1 uterine cancer. Beat that. And the latest, I was diagnosed 4 years ago with terminal cancer, stage 4 lung cancer. And I am a survivor. I'm still living. Right now, no evidence of disease. That doesn't necessarily mean you're in remission. It just means that right now there's no disease detected. My cancers, except for the uterine cancer, were hereditary. They're in my DNA, it's in my genes. So my whole life, my lifestyle, everything that I've done really affects your health. It really does. Your mental health affects your physical health. Your physical health affects your mental health. And it can trigger things. Unfortunately, a lot of my DNA was triggered by my environment, pollution, and stress, and just not taking good care of myself in my youth. And let me tell you something. I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would have any kind of cancer, let alone the cancers that I've been battling throughout my life. You never think something's going to happen to you. And it can and it will if you're not taking care of yourself. Unfortunately, cancer is one of those diseases that can kill you or make you stronger, or I guess you can't say kill nowadays, unalive you. It's a disease that affects every aspect of your life. And there are things that you can control and there are things you cannot control. I can only tell you about my cancers and what I've gone through and all the research I've done. But I can also tell you that I am part of a worldwide community where scientists and doctors are using my DNA to help others in the future. When I was diagnosed, I made sure I signed up for any kind of scientific advances on DNA cancers. I made sure I signed up for all sorts of tests, and I gave them consent to use my DNA in the databanks. So as we speak, my DNA is being used to help others in the future. And that makes me very proud that everything that I went through in my life has come to a point where it's going to help others. It's really going to help others. So I will tell you about my cancer treatments, my diet, my exercise, everything I did to help me get through the worst years of my life. But some of it was also the best. I hope you join me on my journey to tell you that life, well, it's an adventure. Sometimes it's a great adventure, and sometimes it's a shit adventure, but it's an adventure. And it's a miraculous thing to even be alive. And I want you guys every day to realize, because sometimes I forget, Sometimes the pain, sometimes medication, sometimes everyday life makes me grumpy and not so attuned to other people because I'm caught up in my pain. But I'm going to tell you, go out there and rule the world, even if it's in your own little bubble. Be what you really want to be, because you really, truly have only one life. Nobody is guaranteed to live in their 70s and 80s, and that's hard to realize. It's hard to accept. But nobody's guaranteed today or tomorrow. Nobody's guaranteed great health. And I'm really, really, really interested in the people that have had healthy lives, that have never been ill or anything. I think those are the people that need to be studied more, or just as much, I should say, as the people that have diseases. Because they're doing something right. Something's right in their DNA. Something is right in their lifestyle and their mental set. And that's another thing I will talk about, is the placebo effect of, scientific studies have shown people that have been given placebos in certain situations have reacted very well to it. And I believe mental health is just as important as your physical health, and prayers and wishes and all that really do help. They really work. They help. It's the placebo effect. I'm not getting anything physically. I'm not internally taking anything to change my body. But when people say prayers, when they say that they have well wishes for me, tell me they love me or care about me, it makes that struggle and that fight so much easier, so much better. But the other is true also. There are going to be negative people in your life, and there are going to be people that want to question you or your disease, or they just don't know how to handle it and might leave you, might treat you differently. But I'm here to tell you my stories, how I got through it, still getting through it, still learning. But we're going to go down some rabbit holes because there's a lot to talk about. And I just wish that you will join me, and I hope you get something out of it. Entertainment, if anything. But I love all of you as my fellow human beings, and I really want this world to change in so many ways, so many ways. And it really starts with us, you, me. It starts at home, and it carries out of the home. And I just want all of you humans to know that you got one life to live. This is it. And I have to remind myself that too. This is it. You've got to really make it count. And why not make it a better place for everybody, starting with you? Have a great day. I will see you guys soon. I will post more. Later.